Okay, guys, we're starting on 4-8 to finish up Unit 4 so y'all can be ready for the test next Monday. Remember, there's several steps that you have to do. You always look to see if there's a greatest common factor you can factor out. Then you look to see if you have a difference of squares. Make sure that your first coefficient is 1, and then you factor. And then reduce your fractions if you need to. So your 4 steps are listed at the top. So let's go through this and see if we can do this together. Looking at number 1, you see that you can take out a 3x. So let's take out a 3x. So if we take out a 3x, we have x squared minus 5x plus 9. So we want the factors of 9 that add up to negative 5. So 1 and 9, and 3 and 3. Neither one of those add up to negative 5. So your answer is 3x, x squared minus 5x plus 9. That's all you can do. Easy enough. So you could do the first one, but you couldn't go to the other steps because we knew that 9 couldn't factor so that you could get negative 5. So that's as far as we could take that one. Okay, let's go down to number 2. So if we look at number 2, we can take out a 5. So we have 4x squared minus 9. If we look here, we have a difference of squares because 4 is a perfect square and 9 is a perfect square. So we have 5, 2x minus 3, because remember it always has to be negative, and 2x plus 3. And we're done. Let's go on down to number 3. Hopefully you're getting these pretty quick now. We can factor out a 4 because 4 will go into 12 and 4 and 8. So we have 3a squared minus a minus 2. We've got to get this as a squared by itself. So 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So a squared minus a minus 6. So we want the factors of negative 6 that add up to negative 1. So 1 and 6 are 2 and 3. So we know it would be 2 and 3. Our bigger one has to be negative. So it would be 4a plus 2, a minus 3. So we have 4a plus 2, a minus 3. So do you see how we've had 3 different kinds of problems here? We've had our perfect square, and then we've just had our basic factoring problem. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Here's another perfect square. 81's a perfect square, 49's a perfect square. So 9b minus 7, 9b plus 7. Remember, it always has to be a minus in the middle. Okay, come down to number 5. They're both negative, so let's take out a negative there. Let's get rid of that negative in the beginning. So what goes into 14 and 21? So negative 7x. We need to get rid of that x over there. So we have 2x squared minus 3. And we know that there's nothing we can take out there. So we just leave it just like that. And then coming down here. We're going to multiply 12 times 2 is 24. So we want the factors of 24 that add up to 11. 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. So 3 and 8. So a plus 3, a plus 8. We multiplied by 12, so now we have to divide by 12. Remember, you got to simplify your fractions. So this is 1/4. We've got to simplify fractions. So this is 2/3. And then you got to bring your number up from the front. So it'd be 4a plus 1 and 3a plus 2. So 4a plus 1, 3a plus 2. So just a real quick review of all the different things that we've done. And hopefully you're very comfortable with this by now. If not, go back and review, because remember, you have a quiz tomorrow and Wednesday, and you should be reviewing all week because you'll have your test, or you'll have a quiz on Wednesday and Thursday, and you should be reviewing all week because your test will be on Monday. Hope you had a great weekend, and I will see you on Thursday.